Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader. It's Friday, the last day of February, February the 28th, and I am happy, but I am also frustrated. Give you a quick summary. I was green on the day, and due to a rookie mistake, I am red on the day, which is really frustrating. But oh well, we'll talk right through it. So it is right around lunchtime, and I am done for the day. The 940 trade, these bottom five accounts, the 940 trade did trigger this morning. I was not really happy with it. I didn't like the market this morning, and I thought about not even taking the trade, but I also know that if it's a mechanical trade and I don't trade, sometimes I think the market will do something and the market actually does something else on those mechanical setups. So instead of just not taking it, I decided this morning that I was going to just size down. So I sized down to 5 micros, and I'm glad I did, because the trade lasted a grand total of about, actually we can look, I think it may have lasted maybe 3 or 4 seconds. It was an awesome trade. Sarcasm engaged. Let's see here, 4 seconds. We were in that trade for 4 seconds. So yeah, that was definitely a very quick trade today. But anyway, it triggered along because the 930, the close of the last candle before the market opened, the 930 close, that candle was green. And so if the 938 candle closed green, we take the trade. And that's exactly what happened. And I saw that starting to unfold, and I didn't like it. And it's just a lot of volume this morning, and we just got liquidated pretty quickly. So that's the 940, which is fine. And then I took one trade on the key level trade accounts, up 100 and almost 160 across those. Very nice trade. Again, that was right here soon after the open. The 940 failed, and I saw this pull back and test this. It held right at this 535 area that I have marked, and we kind of wick tested it a little bit, and I jumped in and did almost get liquidated, this little blip down here, but I did hang on and got out of there for $160 trade. So I was very happy with that. Locked that out. And then comes the story, the mess up story. So let's go to the hitchhiker setups, the hitchhiker accounts, these top 5. So I got in a little bit too early. I did have an okay setup, a nice move up, pullback, wick, and I entered when this candle was green, and it just simply fell apart, took me out. And again, the way the volume has been the last few days, I typically trade with about a 15 to 20 point stop, and that's almost not enough. That's only 60 to 80 ticks, and you really should almost, in a sense, I should almost have, 100 to 150 ticks, but it's a little bit rich for me. So anyway, I just have to be very precise with my entries. But anyway, I did get back into that trade after we bounced off this EMA, and that ended up being a really good trade. I think I was out with almost $100 right there, and we were in the green for the day. And I really wasn't, I was happy with that. I was green on these accounts. I was green on these accounts. I was red here, and I was slightly red. I was down a couple hundred on the day as far as the cumulative total between all the accounts. When we had this pullback, I entered here on my hitchhiker setups at a key level trade, as a key level trade. I've done this before. I have a lot more confidence right now in my key level setups than I do my hitchhiker setups. But anyway, I was a little bit early, and I did move my stop, but I got shot in the tick. I mean, that was the low. So that was a bit unfortunate, but I was only in with 1 micro. So suffered a $70 loss, and that put us back in the red. And then as we push back out of here, I decided to take this long again, in which that ended up being a really good trade. And I got out right here for about $100 trade, and I was very green on these accounts, but I was still slightly red on the day, like $20. And I thought to myself, man, this looks like I might be able to capitalize on a couple more points. And I literally just jumped in as a hitchhiker setup here. We did have this wick down. I jumped in, had a very small profit target, and hit it. And I was green for the day, and I was happy. These accounts were up, I want to say, around 50 or $60. And I had like a $20 green day. And I'm like, you know what? I'm walking away. Green day, green week. I'm very happy about it. Here's where the rookie mistake comes in. So I wanted to trade my take profit eval, which I took a loss on this morning. I wanted to take a trade with that account right here. This first green arrow that you see this long, I went long I actually switched my screen here to my eval, and I went long right here with 3 micros, and nothing happened. And I didn't dawn on me right away till I looked up and I saw that, oh, I'm still on my 72, these top 5 accounts, and I just killed it really quickly. And I technically had a couple dollar loss because of commissions. And what happened is it turned my day to red by 20 bucks. Now, what I should have done is just left good enough alone and said, all right, well, I made a rookie mistake and I have a $20 red day. Whoop-de-doo. But I didn't. And I decided to then jump in again with 1 micro on this key level, thinking, okay, maybe it will go and I can at least get my money back and get this back to green. And that fell apart, which then resulted in me taking a chase trade of this move to the downside, which was literally just a little liquidity grab. That was a loser. And then I had another little hitchhiker set up here. Downtrend, move back up, candle wicking. I jumped in too early and that one failed. So we went 1, 2, 3 in a row. And lost 120 bucks. So we're down $80 per account, 70, $80, and we resulted in a $650 red day. So this level of rookie mistake and stupidity caused me to have a red day. So I am frustrated about that, but I am happy that I walked away and didn't allow myself to get on tilt. And I mean, this right there, those couple trades were definitely tilted trades, but at least it wasn't out of hand. And, you know, we didn't have a bad red day on those accounts. And as a whole, we really honestly had a pretty good day. The biggest damage was just the 940 trade didn't work. So that's the story for today. And this market obviously is just in one of these chops again. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just simply goes sideways for the rest of the day until power hour. But anyway, I'm walking away. Let's take a quick look at TradeZella. All is not lost. It's not horrible. Today was down. We're down 650, but the big story is we are green on. I'm green on the week. Nice $2,700 green week. So I've had 3 consecutive green weeks. I'm happy about that. Really happy about that. And I had a green month, up 3,400 on the month. So a little bit sad because I was up over 4,000 before that last loss, but it is what it is. We are green on the month, and I am happy about that. So that is awesome. I also want to point out, since I have switched the accounts to my hitchhiker or my 3 different setups, I have had a very, very successful run for the last 3 weeks, up 5,300 over 3 weeks, 54% win rate, 57% daily win rate, and my average win to loss is, I wish it would a little bit better, but that's okay. But anyway, I definitely have had a better streak the last several weeks. So we just want to keep that going. I understand that red days are going to happen. And, you know, today was, I'm just upset because I made such a stupid rookie mistake, but so be it. So I also want to show you on the week, I still did make money on all my accounts. So this is all 15 PAs. And on the hitchhiker setups, even with today's loss, we are up anywhere from 17 to 50 bucks per account on the week. My key level trade accounts, I'm up almost 400, 365, 375 per account. So I'm very happy about that. And the 940 trade, which only triggered twice this week. It was a big win yesterday and it was a losing trade today. But even though we made about 140 bucks per account there. So I am very, very happy with that. I can't be too sad that I made money all week. So that is good. And we definitely need to walk away happy because we executed on our plan and we held it together and, you know, put together a pretty solid month for me. It's been a while since I've had a green month. Actually, it's almost been almost a year since I've actually had a green month when I look at all my trading accounts. So that's the huge win. Now let's take a quick second to talk about this market. We are bouncing off this this low area. We'll call it the right here it is. About the 500s, the 20,500s is the bounce area. And the other area that I really want to look at is the ES 5800. This ES 5800, I feel like is a huge area. I've had this marked on my charts for a very long time. We are bouncing off of that. So I don't know, maybe the low is in and we start to go back to the upside on these markets, but it has been a wild ride this week. And you know, the other thing too that I think is important for me to note as a mental win for myself is I typically don't do very well in bearish trend markets, and I've put together a pretty solid week. So I have to be happy about that. And I just need to stick to the game plan on my trading. So anyway, we'll see where this thing goes next week. On the subject of next week, I am not going to be having any updates next week. I do think I'm going to trade, but I am going to go visit Nutty Bar. Nutty Bar is my brother-in-law, and we are going to go to Florida and going to spend some time with him next week. So I will not have any updates until I return, and that will be on Monday or Tuesday, Monday the 10th. Yeah, Monday, March the 10th is when I will be back. So I won't have another update until about the 10th or the 11th. So that is why you will not see anything from me, is because we are going to be hanging out with Nutty Bar and his family, and we're going to have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And we're going to focus on just starting the month of March off exactly where we leave the month of February, on a green note. So that is that. Just a quick reminder, don't forget about the Apex sale. If you're using my code, thank you, but the Apex sale is running through next Wednesday. And then the Take Profit sale is also still running, that 50% off lifetime on the Take Profit account. So thank you if you're using my code. And hope you guys had a good month. Hope you had a good week and a good day. Trade well next week. Be careful out there, and try to make some money. And I will do my best to have an update for you when I return from Florida. Take care, and so long.